Okay, what I'm gonna show you today is it's the time to replace the battery in my E350. This is the original battery, lasted 70,000 miles, 5 years, and this morning the car wouldn't start. The symptoms was there before, but I fully charged the battery and lasted me another 3-4 months. And since I really had a really good battery out of my parts car, a diesel, I'm using the motor for the swap, so I decided to throw the battery. It's exactly same size, exactly same dimensions. So the way I did it, because this car has lots of computers, and not to lose my home link and all the other stuff, the way I did it to be on the safe side and not to lose the codes, I took my jump box booster and I connected to my ground terminal on the body, and there's also a positive side. It's if you jump start in the car, and of course your battery is covered by this plastic shield, which is held by 3 clamps, 1, 2, and 3. You unclip them, and you just lift this up, and you have access to your battery, and you can see your blower motor there. So mine looks nice and clean. So that's your blower motor there. So I had my positive side and negative side hooked up, and I had my booster box turned on, so that way I don't lose any memory or any other stuff. Because I heard there's cases when people were replacing the batteries, the computers had to be reprogrammed. I don't know how true that is, but just to be on the safe side, that's how I did it. And of course, you take the battery out, 10 mil on the negative, 10 mil on the positive, and there's a 13 mil on the bottom right there holding that battery bracket, so it stays nice and secure. Also, that battery came with the drain, because I took out of the Mercedes battery, so it's the same spec, and that battery was actually, according to the label, it's December of 2015, so that battery literally 4 months old. So I connect the drain, and the next thing, at this point, I'm gonna turn off my booster box, and I can close the lid for the positive. And then of course, when removing the battery, make sure you cover. In my case, I took a big thick garden rubber glove and wore on the top of that positive terminal, because you don't want to touch it to the frame or the body of the vehicle, which is going to create the short, and you might have a huge problem. So make sure you're very safe, because when you're powering through your jump box, the car is technically still under the power, so be very careful. So I'm done with the job here, and I'm just going to see if the car is going to start.